on our journey to the mind versus the monkeys. We have gorillas. Roar, I'm big, I'm strong. We have baboons, always angry, always irritable. We have chimpanzees ganging up. And we have monkeys monkeying around. Imagine all of that inside our brains. It's hell on earth. It's constant hell. They're chattering. They're doing things and you have to say, stop, stop. I need to think. I need a pause. What happened? How did this come to be? How did people end up in Thailand, in Play Center, going up and down the roller coaster, turning round and round in the carousel, spending 20, 30 years in a Rip Van Winkle oblivion. And sometimes they wake up and they say, how did I get here? What's going on? I'm lost. Everything is lost. And then they say, no, no, no. We can't let anyone know that we are lost, that we are losing. You have to play the role of the winner, the successful entrepreneur. I'm a billionaire. Fire everybody. You have to play the role of a successful businessman. So you keep lying to yourself, you keep fooling to yourself and everybody else. And so you live in Thailand. And who are the people who are in Thailand? It's very interesting. It's the world of Peter Pan and the Lost Boys. It's Never, Never, Neverland. And people spend 20, 30 years and they marry somebody that they bumped into in Thailand, Neverland, and they have kids that somehow happen, and their kids having kids, kids fooling around, ending up in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong person, being the wrong person. There are 4 processes that lead to this. Number 1 is called framing. Everyone has been framed. What is this? For example, if you want to accuse someone, you frame them. You put a gun in their bag. So when the police come, they find the gun in their bag and, oh, this is the criminal. You frame them. So this is a very important process of brainwashing. When you have a very simple painting or photo or picture and you create a frame of gold and you say, wow, this is really valuable. And people say, wow, a frame of gold. So whatever's inside it must be very valuable. So you frame it in a way that people think, wow, it's wonderful. A BMW, a Ferrari, wow, I'm going to be so special if I have one of these. I'm going to heaven. Everyone's going to clap for me. And they say, you'll be an executive. Wow. Executive is the hottest thing in town. It's what the women, the secretaries want. An executive. Wow. And people get brainwashed with all this kind of phony marketing, propaganda. People have been framed for centuries and centuries. And part of the framing process is called priming. This is good. This is what you should do. This is the best. This is the greatest. So, especially in Western society, priming has become everything. They prime the successful businessman, the person who says he's a success. Nobody investigates. People who are walking around looking good, impeccable, like the dons of the mafia, walking around in expensive clothes and giving the impression that we're the hottest thing on earth. But it's just appearances. It's fake. You can buy clothes, especially if you are part of the criminal environment. You have a lot of money. So you invest a part of this money in looking good and fooling everybody into thinking that you're something special. So priming is what kind of importance you give to things. If clothes is everything and you buy the most expensive clothes, this is how people define you in your culture. Expensive clothes up to expensive cars and going to expensive restaurants and being seen with Louis Vuitton, champagne, and all this imbroglio. Priming, it's about a quarterback, NFL, football, it's about boxing, knockout, and the ultimate fighting. And it's promoted. You have propaganda, and the whole betting environment promotes this. Be successful, win. Winning is not everything. It's the only thing. Nothing else matters. It's priming. The only person who's not winning is the person who's not learning. Everybody else is winning. Now, if you think you won the tournament and you're arrogant and presumptuous and you don't have anything to learn, you start losing and losing and losing. And then in a month, 6 months, nobody remembers you, you're broke. So we have to be very careful with priming, because priming is brainwashing you into thinking that this is the greatest thing, this is the best. The word greatest is primed in the West. It's Alexander the Great, Napoleon the Great, everybody the Great. It's been primed. Much better being smart than great. The third concept is called anchoring. How you have been anchored so that your ship is going nowhere. You're stuck. And it's get married as quick as possible, have kids as quick as possible, open a company, a business as quick as possible, end up in loans, borrow money, and then you're stuck. You have mortgages, you have kids, you have a wife that you've never even basically got to know, and you have debt, and you're anchored. That's it. You're going nowhere. You're stuck. You can open up all the sails, but the ship is stuck. Stuck in debts. In the behavior primed. This is how I have to be. I have to show arrogance. I have to show I'm in control. I have to show I'm successful. This kind of behavior keeps you stuck and frozen. Instead of admitting, sorry, I was wrong. Admitting, I need help. Admitting, I'm lost. Can you help me? Admitting, I don't know. The fourth, after framing, priming, anchoring, is programming. How all the people have been programmed for centuries and centuries and centuries. Like Pavlov's dog. Every time he fed the dog, he rang the bell, ding dong, ding dong, and then he would ring the bell, ding dong, and the dog would start to salivate, which he showed everybody is the case of humanity. Everyone's been programmed. And now, your mind, your body, everything is dependent on that demand, on that desire, on the kind of need that has been created, that has been programmed inside you. So people must live by the beach. People must have an expensive car. People must go out with blonde models so they seem important. People must wear expensive watches to show they're important, they're successful. Programming. You have been programmed in such a way that basically all your assumptions, all your beliefs, all your fears, all your needs and desires, and all your certainties are fake, are false. There is no paradise in another planet. Come on. There's no hell where people are burning, the souls are burning. What's burning is magma inside the earth. This is programming. And programming creates triggers. And these triggers make you desire, say things, do things that you regret. And that make you end up at the wrong place at the wrong time, with the wrong person, being the wrong person. So, again, how you have been framed, how things have been primed for maximum desire, desirability, how you have been anchored, stuck, and how everyone has been programmed. And these processes have multiplied 10 times, 100 times over the last 50 years with TV, with smartphones, with multiple screens, 24-hour screens in our lives, with non-stop propaganda and advertising, sports betting, buy this, do that, whatever. The mind today is not a mind with 4 or 5 monkeys. There are thousands of monkeys inside. It's like a crazy toyland with hundreds of gremlins and monkeys, free, crashing everything. And your mind has to survive this assault of mindless monkeys. Non-stop advertising, non-stop blitz on the screens. The attention span from 3 minutes has gone down to maybe 3 seconds. People can't think anymore. The mind space has been blown apart. The mind has melted. The brain scans of people, from sportsmen to top athletes, executives, adolescents, women. The brain is rotting. It's like Swiss cheese. It's rotting. There's a war. All kinds of fake, false information invading our minds, sending monkeys, viruses to destroy people's mind, brain. So we have extreme aging, early aging, all kinds of aggressive behavior. People don't know what's happening to them. They're having all kinds of health problems from 25 to 45. It's a disaster. So, this is the reality on the ground. This is what has happened with the benefit of TV, Hollywood, smartphones, non-stop advertising, blitzing. We have to be really, really careful. Thanks for watching. Stop. There is no problem in going back, listening again, going back to the former videos to understand a little bit more about what I'm talking about. It takes time to get it. There is a massive phase of detoxification, of rehab that has to be done. But it begins with awareness of what happened, what's happening, where we are, and where we are heading to nowhere land. Thanks for watching.